Joining us on the show is the CEO, MD Sehems Travels and SEDA Alliance, Academic Alliance, and also the Zonal PRO, National Association of Nigerian Travel Agencies, current member, Lagos Business School, LBS, travel enthusiast, young entrepreneur, and businessman. We have with us David S. Batur. Welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me.
So help us understand what trade partner introductions, what's trade partner introductions? What's this business about?
Yeah, so basically I'm here to talk about South Africa. Okay. I'm here to talk about the South African experience. South African tourism handles South African partnerships in Nigeria. I'm here to talk about that destination.
Okay. So what are you handling? What's it about South Africa? Why should we pay attention to South Africa?
Yes. So South Africa is an amazing destination. Okay. To show how good it is, I was in South Africa 3 times last year. You know, I've gone there as a solo trip, for a solo trip. I've gone there with groups, and I've gone there for conferences and all. And South Africa has everything you need. Is it from the boisterous nightlife to the cultural diversities, to the amazing beaches. South Africa has it all to do. Of course, the amazing parks over there. It has it all. So I'm just going to give you a preamble of my last trip to South Africa, which I went with a group. When we went to South Africa, I think there's one name that always recurs, and that is Nelson Mandela. Mm-hmm. So before we started the whole enjoyment and fun, we decided to visit his house.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yes, we decided to visit his house. And we discovered that where his house is in Johannesburg is the only street in the world where 2 Peace Prize winners have lived. That is Vilukasi Street. Oh, wow. So Desmond Tutu has stayed on that street, or was stayed on that street when he was alive. And Nelson Mandela was also on that street. So it was, good to experience where he lived, experience where he was with his family, and kind of talk to his neighbors and all that. And it was a lot of fun. South Africa offers different varieties for those going on a solo trip, for families, and also for groups. Just 3 hours from South Africa, you have Sun City. I'm sure you've heard of Sun City.
Yeah,
yeah, of course, in Johannesburg. It has a lot of parks. It has a golf course. It has a lot of exotic hotels for those that want to go with their families, go with their, wives, children. And of course, you need to go and reflect on your life. That is also very good for you. And then I'm sure you've heard of the Kruger National Park. The Kruger National Park, yeah. So the Kruger National Park is one of the biggest parks in Africa. And the good thing about the Kruger National Park is that it has the top 5. And what is the African top 5? That is the lion, the elephant, the buffalo, the leopard, and the rhinos. Wow. So have you seen a lion in your life?
Yes, I have.
You have? Oh, that's good.
Yes,
Of course,
I haven't seen an elephant, though.
So yes, well, why do you think, especially for Nigerian travelers, that South Africa is ideal? We have history. They don't like us, they like us. How exactly is the atmosphere when Nigerians travel there? Are they welcomed?
Yeah, so I'm going to talk about my experience as a person and, of course, taking tourists there. South Africa is relatively peaceful. And for Sehems Travels, when we take travelers there, we ensure that everything is, well taken care of. When they land at the airport, we have tour guides that are waiting there with AC buses to take them to their hotels and to give them a treat. And of course, we do our security checks to ensure that everywhere is safe and sound for our travelers. Yeah.
Okay. So how would you showcase South Africa as a value for money destination, holiday destination for Nigerians and trade partnerships?
Yes. So it's a good value for money because, number one, it's very accessible. South Africa is one of the countries in Africa that over 6 airlines go there. So South African Airline goes there directly, Air Peace 2 goes there directly, Ethiopian Airline, Air Cote d'Ivoire, and TAG Angola go there, but of course we transit in their countries. Yes, and then another good thing is that they speak English. They all have, of course, they have their own native languages, which they like to mix with English.
Yes.
But mostly they speak English. So, you can relate with people there. And of course, their food is good. Their food is, like close to us.
Okay.
Yes, and there are lots of African and Nigerian restaurants there. So I think it's a very good value for money. And they have, ranges of hotels, 4-star, 3-star hotels, based on your preference and also affordability. Yes. So I think
it's not easy to get South African visa.
yes.
Go and sleep at the
Yeah,
embassy
shakara
trying
is
to
too
get
much.
visa.
Yes, that's a very, very valid point. That was, I think, a year ago. They brought in what they call the e-visas now.
Okay.
So you have the option of either getting a sticker visa, where you go and submit your passport physically at the embassy, or you apply for an e-visa online. Sam's Travels can help sort that out. So if you are, traveling and maybe it's a short trip or the notification is, short, you can apply for an e-visa and then you can travel. So that kind of eradicates you going to the embassy and waiting long hours, for months before getting your visas.
How long does the e-visa take?
The e-visa takes 2 to 5 weeks, and sometimes even comes out in 5 working days. Yes, exactly. The thing now is to ensure that your documentation is right and tight. For example, having the right documents like your bank statement. 2.5 million should be at least the barest minimum there that covers your hotel. So you have to check your hotel, you have to check your flights and what you intend to do there. The closing balance in your account, does it cover all that?
Yeah.
That is very important. And then you have to get an invitation letter. So if you are going for a exactly. So if you are going for a vacation, you can book a hotel, and that can serve as an invitation letter.
Okay.
Yes, if you work in a company, if you work in a company, the company gives you the employment letter and a letter of introduction. If you don't work in a company and you do a business, you can present your CAC documents and all that. Yeah, and then of course your yellow fever certificate and itinerary. But just ensure that whatever documents you are presenting, they are not fake documents. It's very, very important. Yes.
I wish we get to a time where you can travel to any African country without
Without a
necessarily
visa.
having to get a visa.
Yeah.
Because that's
Or visa on arrival.
European countries, once you have
African
your
Unity.
passport,
Yes.
yeah, I'm hoping.
Yeah.
for
Are there
that.
deals? Are there any current deals right now, that are available that Nigerians can?
Yes,
Good.
yeah. So, the current deals, but they are for Easter, and Easter is just by the corner. So, for those deals, it's only advisable for those that already have visas.
Okay.
Or those who just want to try, because I think because of the closeness, it's just a 50-50. But
to
there are
go
very
ahead.
good deals. We have deals that cover just a city, and we have deals that cover Johannesburg, Durban, or Johannesburg, Durban, Cape Town, or just Johannesburg. Some people just want to face a particular place and just do it. Maybe
Enjoy
a
everything.
park, a resort, and all that. Yes.
What do you advise? You know how Joburg is said to be prime reading because I had an experience there.
Yes.
And then in Joburg, Santon is like the safe area where everybody
Absolutely.
stays, right?
Yes.
So what would you advise people to go to Joburg or Cape Town? Because when I went to Cape Town there was no crime. People were free. We could walk around at night. It was really safe. So what do you advise? When you want to visit for the first time, what do you advise them? Because I had, I wanted to take the train. I thought that maybe when I land in Joburg, I didn't buy a connecting flight. I just felt, okay, when I come to Joburg, I'll take the train from the airport and then move. But when I got there, I was surprised. I like the hours and everything. So I was forced to buy a flight ticket to to Cape Town. Yeah. So what do you advise people in terms of a first-time traveler to South Africa?
First-time traveler. So again, it's based on your preference. So for someone like me, and I'm an adrenaline junkie. So the last time I went to South Africa, I went on an adrenaline mission. So I was doing things like paragliding, I was doing things like bungee jumping, and all that. But talking about this, I would prefer that you experience everything. So places like Joburg, they have the nightlife, they've got the parks, and they've got this really cold weather. So some Nigerians are like, I don't like somewhere that is cold, though. Then you can now push them to somewhere like Durban, where they have the culture. So talking about culture, we have the Zulus that are in Durban. They've got this they are very proud of their culture. They always pride themselves that, we are the only tribe in Africa that was not conquered by the white men.
Oh, really?
Oh.
Yes, exactly. So they've got that really.
So we have just a few seconds left of your
Okay.
time. What else do you want the people to know about your
Sahem's
business?
Travels,
Sahem's
yes.
Travels.
Yeah, so Sahem's Travels is the #1 travel agency in Nigeria. We've been operating for over a decade now. We're into flights, we're into ticketing, we're IATA certified, we got all our certifications right. We're located in Abuja, we're located in Lagos as well. Our social media handles are at sehemstravels.com, and we have our website, www.sehemstravels.com as well. And my phone number is 0806 005 891.
Say that again.
Thank you so much. That's all we can take from this segment. We've been speaking with the CEO, MD Sehems Travels and SEDA Academic Alliance. And thank you. Wish you all the best in your business.
Thank
when
you
we
very
come
much.
back, we move on to yet another sponsor segment. Stay with us.